What's up, fam? It's your boy Jameer here, purveyor of all sounds underground. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel today, where I'll be discussing the topic of what makes a great track, or rather the DNA of a great track. What elements, in my opinion, are consistent in what makes a great track. But before I jump into things, what I need from you is that SLC. Hit subscribe, like, and comment, and more importantly, stay in touch with the new videos that we have coming by hitting the notifications bell. All right, so point number one is to find a sound that really represents the uniqueness of your sound. This is quite exciting to me when I'm working with those who've taken my masterclass production course and who have really fallen into the confidence of their own sound and evolved to it and are able to execute on it rather consistently. This is the key thing that will distinguish you from the herd. The herd being people that often buy sample packs, are sounding like everybody else, or one of those, other tracks from the 25,000 releases or tracks that Beatport gets on a weekly basis. So this is severely important in terms of making a great track stand out. Point number two, this one is huge for me as well. I usually know within the first, couple of bars of listening to a track, what feeling it's going to emit. It needs to emit a certain feeling that really grabs my attention, or the listener's attention, for that matter. And, we're talking about underground electronic music. Do not argue with me about commercial EDM and having nice fucking melodies and all this other bullshit. I'm talking about club music emitting a certain feeling that grabs people to say, let's dance, or to take them on a deeper level of a journey within a DJ set. So make sure the track is emitting a certain feeling. And point number three is just the fact that it feels like it's speaking to people on the dance floor. So depending on the sample chops you use, it's got to have this texture to it that speaks directly to people who are engaged in the sound and want to continue playing your tracks over and over and over again, especially with DJs. Like I have certain go-to tracks I want to drop because it's actually making a very strong statement in terms of the feeling it's emitting, in terms of the vocals that are comprising the track and how it is arranged. So make sure that that component is existent in the track. And point number four sort of dovetails off of point number three, which is to ensure that it has a great vocal. Vocals truly speak to people, whether it's the DJ, the people that are on the dance floor, or the person that's just walking into the club, or somebody who's casually listening, while they're working out. Having a great vocal in a track really distinguishes things. I've evolved to this over time where, I used to play predominantly more instrumental based stuff. I was more infatuated with the instruments. What was the filter doing? Is there a soulful groove, funky, element in there? And I just realized over time and playing at different venues and different festivals that vocals really stand out and move people. And in fact, I think having a vocal there truly lets people know this is a different track, or it feels like a different track, depending if you're running a cappella over a set of beats. So having a great vocal, in my opinion, really runs a great track. And point number five is the fact that the track just sounds great by being mixed very well. This is definitely a thing that, I'm always in pursuit of, and improving the mixes in my song. But it's just facts. Like songs that are, having instruments that are tuned in key, each element of the record, whether it's the kick, the bass, beat breaks, vocal, keys, and other samples, are just sitting nicely in the mix and providing the right range of dynamics that make people want to play your record and make people want to dance to it. So making sure there's a nice balance in the mix is very, very important. I'm going to add a bonus one here with point number 6. And this one is kind of like point number 1 in terms of being able to distinguish yourself from the herd. But man, people, especially those who are making just straight upfront house music, it's time to let the happy house piano go. The amount of tracks and promos that I hear with the same fucking happy piano sound and the same chord progressions, it's just beyond the point of boring. It's more of turbulent concern at this point. If I hear that piano, I just nix it straight away because it all just sounds the same. So maybe just try and think about ways to do things differently with that sound. It's just really disappointing and upsetting when you continue to hear the same shit over and over again, especially with that sound, that happy piano house fucking sound. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the DNA of a great underground electronic music track. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I usually join the conversation within 48 hours of posting these videos. And in addition to that, you can continue the conversation on my Discord channel where there's over 300 plus members and it's absolutely free, sharing knowledge, feedback on tracks, letting people know when they got tracks coming out, production tips as well. So check us out. Much love and respect to you. Peace.